Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your April 2022 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is a beautiful Ace of Cups. So as we get into that month of April, there's this, it can be a new source or just this extension of your capacity to have love, peace, inspiration, intuition, grace, that vibration that can come into you. The second card that I have is the Nine of Pentacles, and this we are talking about your worth, your solidity, your security, your inner knowing of what you have achieved until now, that kind of strength, okay? And then we have the World. So this is obvious that this is reaching the end of a cycle here. Under your Ace of Cups, we have an Ace of Wands, a Queen of Wands, and a Page of Wands. Well, that's a lot of fire right here. And of course, we are in the month of Aries, new moon in Aries right at the beginning of the month, something like 11 degrees from the sun. So there is a lot of fire coming in anyway. And here we kind of see it, okay? And under that, I have the Chariot. So this is like this thing that dawns on you and would propel you to a direction that is aligned with who you are and so on. Under our Nine of Pentacles, I have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So here we're talking our masculine side. King of Swords, of course, Aquarius, that can be you, but it talks about what is my truth, how I perceive things, how I express myself, my discernment, my integrity. King of Cups, how do I honor how I feel, my mastering my vibration here, that I'm not all over the place emotionally, but I am strong in who I am, my empathy, my emotional intelligence, okay, or emotional ground. And under that, I have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a very solid in our concrete, solid in our concrete with those two masculine aspects here. So it's almost like that new beginning, and we are actually, you know, investing in it, aligning in it. And under the World, what in a way is going to finish, I have Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So it's almost like this new beginning. It can be anything, okay? It can be a new job, a new project, a new relationship, whatever it is for you that would bring that new fire, that new passion. When arrives the end of the month, what would have put you on the defensive and on your guard because of the times where, you know, on the pentacle level you had sacrificed, or you were abandoned, or you had a hard time allowing abundance into your life for XY reason. Here, that little Five of Pentacles. That's gonna be the opportunity to actually shift this and finish that cycle here, the World. Let's clarify this for you, Aquarius. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aquarius for the month of April, like 2022. April 2022. All right, let's look at that Ace of Cup. My God, that came out fast. Okay, Ace of Cup, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups right there, that's not surprising because the Eight of Cups is all about using our willpower. So what that tells me is that the fire of Aries within you, okay, is kind of going to push you towards that Ace of Cup. That Ace of Cup exists, and this is where I'm going. It has been a while before I was able to actually go for that cup. Hangman. Because I have to make a decision here. And here I have the Fool with it. To actually trust it. And that's probably why these two little guys, these three little guys are going to come up at the end of the month. Because in a way it's asking you to make that decision. You know, it kind of opened like this. So am I going to keep myself in that state where I have to be on my guards because this is the reality I saw and this is all that there is, and you know, I'm going to be resisting and on my defensive? Or am I going to trust that cup, that wand, that new passion, jumping in faith? But in order to do that, I need to release my old emotional baggage. So then we had, oh yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, Chariot. And you are, okay, you are the Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So you might have to go through some forgiveness and turning the page on whatever made you feel Five of Pentacles. Because that's the part of you that would have produced security, safety, support, and all of that. Producing it for you within yourself and mirroring it outside of you. So that's why here, Chariot, Chariot. For that new beginning to go on that path and not be obstructed by anything, he has to be upright. Let's look at the world. So I think things are going to be hanging. If you had like a new beginning starting, you know, not last month or something like that, and all of a sudden things are like status quo, nothing is happening, there's no growth. Why is there no growth? That could be why. Let's look at the world. So if you fall into your Five of Pentacles, and I knew I couldn't trust it, Nine of Wands, and so on, then you're falling under the devil here in his illusion. But the universe is just waiting for you to truly release that and turn the page on the emotional backup, really releasing that and the mental lesson that comes with it so that you can move on. The Chariot is foremost spiritual movement forward, and as a side effect, success. But success comes when there's nothing hindering our alignment with our, you know, the nine-pointed star here, you and our aspiration. So with the world, I have strength. I have the Nine of Cups. I have temperance. And I have our Page of Wands. So in order to start that new beginning, you need to kind of, it's going to take strength for you to rise above your lion. Heal and see the bigger picture of processing all of your emotions here from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. So finishing that cycle, and it is the divine timing. The moment you do that, that's when things are going to start growing again. That's when the wand is going to be able to continue forward. Let's look at that Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Ah, yeah. Well, here I have the Tower with that Five of Pentacles and Justice. Because if we're talking about a relationship, Justice is your, house of partnerships. Is it balanced? If you carry Five of Pentacles within yourself, you cannot have a balanced relationship. Because since your value here is deprived, what is going to be balanced on the other side is going to be somebody that abandons you, that ghosts you, that sacrifices you for their own thing or whatever. And you've lived it before. That's why it's there. It needs to end. So it's almost like they're giving you, you had the hint, aces, okay? You had the, a brand new Ace of Cup and an Ace of Wand. Can I withhold that? Can I take that and run with it in my chariot? With the Tower here, that means that it probably shook, maybe, because this is like a big awakening here. Let's look at the Chariot. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups. So that Tower here was really like a wake-up call. You probably had this kind of insight that shook your ground, okay? And for the Chariot to be aligned, he cannot be in a 7 and 9 of Wands. He needs to be in the 8 of Wands. Arrows of love, serendipity. I'm making moves, and moves are being made towards my propulsion, towards my success, towards my movement forward. Let's look at that King of Cups and that King of Sword. King of Cups, King of Sword. So it's almost like there needs to be this readjustment of the King of Wands and the King of Cups here. But yeah, whoops. I have the 10 of Cups and I have the Knight of Pentacles. Because the King of Cups is your mind, the King of Sword is your mind, the King of Cups is, how you feel and your emotional intelligence about, yes, this is my happiness and this is where I want to move forward. But for that, here, Queen of Pentacles, we had our King of Pentacles and our Queen of Pentacles that needed to be readjusted, because you cannot have a Five of Pentacles when it comes to your self-worth and value, and having a masculine that obeys that. 10 of Pentacles. So you need to finish the cycle of it. Yeah. 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So if in the past 10 years you had a lot of sadnesses, it's time to come back from it. Readjust your willpower here. Get out of your head, of your mental prison, so that you can acknowledge yourself, be acknowledged, come understand the lesson, come back from it, and actually let it go. Let's look at that 9 of Cups, Page of Wands, and Temperance. Here we have our Queen of Pentacles again. Okay. 2 of Cups. 7 of Cups. So, if for some of you this is, talks about a relationship or something like that, it's very linked to, because the Two of Cups can be all sorts of things. My relationship with my mother, with my father, with my neighbor, with my boss, it's all Two of Cups. And here the Queen of Pentacles. It's all linked to your Five of Pentacles. Libra here. How were my relationship balanced in my life? And if I hold on to the old emotional baggage, it's going to, you know, become some kind of huge cloud. So in a way, it's almost like, oh, there's an Ace of Cups, there's an Ace of Wands coming in. But all my old insecurities and things like that come up. I'm projecting this in front of me. What is it exactly? And then, of course, it will crash down if I don't ground myself and balance my own worth and value in this thing. And it's going to ask you to turn the page, not on that offer, because it seems like it's going to come back after, but for you to be able to experiment it. You cannot sabotage yourself. Seven of Swords now with this, with those distortions here. Three of Cups at the end, really rising my emotions here. We're talking about your friends, we're talking about everybody around you, Aquarius. It's funny because it's kind of, it asks of you to really align your truth here. What's my truth? What's my story? Is my story my truth? Or am I going to move past it and truly finish that cycle in my life? That's the opportunity that you have in this month of April, Aquarius. So that you can have faith. Twice the Chariot, so that you can really move on. I'm going to call this the world, because it is the end, the opportunity to close a chapter, to come back from it, to turn the page, turning the page, so that path, after that you run in that chariot, and you can start that new Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups, because you'll be able to embody them within yourself. So there you go. Thank you for watching, sharing and commenting, Aquarius. If you want a private reading, the description is below. And there's an email you write to me, I write to you back. Also, thanks for subscribing, helping grow the channel. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moons, I always do a little ceremony to give you back. And this month, it's on the 1st of April with the sun at 11 degrees. Like, it's all... And I think that's the thing. This is almost like a push for you to release. And you're going to feel a bit all over the place this month. What the heck is happening? All sorts of things. But this is really to make you release and move on. So, on that, I'm sending you all my love and light. And I'll see you next month. All right?